It's called the greatest setting in college football, and even if the skies open up, that pales in comparison to the purple rain that will be unleashed by the home-standing Washington Huskies. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the USC Trojans offense takes the field. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalties. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth game if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Wide open downfield.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Keep it on the ground. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. On the move. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22.
It's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
Here's to the big fella. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans.
And I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Washington's offense will go to work for the first time today. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
I just does such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays. So him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside would be a great matchup.
Now on 2nd down. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to...
Lays out, gives up his body, and makes the grab on the right side.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense. And that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
Still on his feet. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Right down the middle. A strike downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you can go win those individual awards.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Line getting set on 2nd down. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. He's looking to throw. quick strike complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
It's complete to the right. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
Off the play fake. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And defense is about being great in the great situations. Goal line situations like this, when you need to get a few stops, putting a few stops together, even though you gave up a long drive to get down there.
It's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Washington. Corralled and brought down by the defense. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They'll give it to the back. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And the Trojans will keep this drive going. This offense tries to get rolling from its own 15 on first down. The give to the back. Across the 25, he's got room. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
They'll go to the ground. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
First down here for the offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Caught near the sideline, it's Keller. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. On the ground, it's Jackson. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll try to run for it. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Trojans. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. If you're down in the game, there's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half, down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Quickly to the tight end. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Holds it in. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He's got an open man. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
Makes the catch and knocked down.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect.
And the ball is intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
In situations like this, it's nighttime, it's so cold, it's so hard to complete these types of passes. And for these wideouts, it's going to be tough just catching the football because that thing, I guarantee you, feels like a rock.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got...
He lost one down the sideline. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he reels it in inside the 30. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, USC! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps their foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. With that said, let's send it back to our guys inside Husky Stadium.
The Trojans will kick it away to start the second half. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me, too.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Heward brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning. The greatest quarterback name in college football history, Sonny Six Killer. That guy was throwing seeds at the University of Washington. And this dude right here, putting on his best Sonny Six Killer impersonation.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Off the RPO, complete. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
These guys aren't human either. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Caught in the backfield, it's Combs. And that will go backwards, a negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Pressure coming. Fires into traffic, picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Southern Cal. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position.
Touchdown, Trojans! And the route is on. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat and you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Bringing it back. And the returner will be brought down. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And now they have enhanced their degree of difficulty on 2nd and long from the 6. To the ground with the back. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got him downfield. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice... for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
From the gun, the ground game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for the loss.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. The aerial assault continues. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. Washington sends out the punt team. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. Handoff to the single running back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. A designed run for the quarterback. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
The Trojans are on the move. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Going to the ground. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. With the run on 1st and goal. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And they're able to get him down.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Touchdown, Trojans! And the pummeling has started. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable 4th quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Wisconsin was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Camp Randall. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been that Badgers crowd who heads for the gates with the win. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. He's going to pass. He's got the tight end.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't. Dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
He's back to throw on second down. Got the quick pass. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
He'll come out throwing on first down. That's reeled in. It's Williams.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to.
Nothing but green ahead. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with the first down. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Trying to find his man on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And it's his fourth interception of the game. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. At the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, USC. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollock, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.